on the last episode of A Prepper's Life. Okay, so this is the first coat of the primer. Now I got a feel for how this is going to work. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to dry, a thermometer. It was very cool of them to send it to me so that I could review it and check it out. Now, on this episode. Alright, well that's the first coat on the second side. Coming right along. Breakfast. Now I'm going to start thinking about what we're going to do for lunch, dinner, in between there somewhere. And I'm going to do it in the Solavore Sport Solar Oven. It's a mouthful to say, but I think it's going to be cool. So I'm going to start getting that prepared, and here we go. Okay, so before I start preparing the food, I need to wash the graniteware roasters that came with the oven. And pretty nice little deals, actually. I kind of like to have a few of my own. Anyways, I'm gonna wash those, and then we'll start preparing the food. Now, the thing that worries me, and we're gonna find out, is it says don't put any water in your vegetables and your meats. You know, it's supposed to cook in its own juices. So I'm gonna give that a shot. Let's hope it works. Now, another thing that I did do was I have already taken the oven out and I've set it under the sun. I put the little thermometer in there, and I put it in a place where I'm not actually going to be cooking when I put these in, because I wanted to put it under the sun and get it warmed up and see how that works. But when I'm ready for this, I'll move it into the spot where I want it, and hopefully, because right now there's shade there, but hopefully by the time this is ready to go, the shade will be gone, and then for the rest of the day that place is going to get sunshine. So anyways, let's get to fixing the food. Okay, so I've already set this oven out in under the sun to warm it up, and just within half an hour it's already up to 250 degrees. Like I said, I've put this in a different spot just so I can start it, but once I get to cooking I'll actually move it to another spot. So Mrs. Subtac is going to prepare the food. She wanted to do that, so I'm going to let her do that. But once she's got it prepared and in the pots, I'll show it to you and explain what happened. I think this is going to be good. Alright, mission accomplished. Got the mushrooms, heading back. Alright, back from the store with the mushrooms. Mrs. Subtac so kindly cut everything up and made it ready to go. I'm going to put it in the pans and then put it in the oven. The Solavore Sport Solar Oven. And I think this is going to be good. Okay, well let's start it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, now we're trusting a lot of money to this oven right now, because this is some expensive organic non-genetically engineered roast, beef chuck roast. So the first thing I need to do, of course, is open it. I'm going to try to do this without getting a whole lot of blood all over the cutting board. One of the instructions with the oven says that smaller portions, or in other words, you don't want to take one big pot and fill it full of stuff. It's just going to take longer for that to cook. So if you break it up into smaller portions, it's going to cook a lot quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just whack this puppy right in half. Yep, there goes the blood. Already getting it all over, but that's okay. I can always wash it off. They also said, like, to do this thawed and to take it out of the refrigerator and let it warm up a little bit before you start putting it in the pots. So now we're going to put it in the pot. There's one, and here's two. I'm going to center them right up in the pots. Then we'll put all the rest of the stuff in. Alright, now they're ready to go in the oven. I'm going to go out and set it where it belongs and then put them in there. And hopefully within a few hours or more we'll have a great dinner. I got a little thing in the mail that I'm going to open up and we're going to start doing some testing on and see how it works. It's called, well, I'll tell you what. Let me open it up first and then we'll talk about it.